See, all I'm trying to say is pain is not yours, it's growth. The growth is yours. The pain is what allows you to grow, right? If you understand it. So, what I'm saying is my upbringing was so volatile and loving that I had to see love in the midst of pain, right? And then I see, and what they say, this in a nutshell, right? And the nutshell is defined as the hard external covering in which kernels of a nut is enclosed, right? Or something of small size, amount, or scope. See, so the scope is what I'm talking about, but the covering is what I'm revealing. So think about what I'm saying. The hard external covering is the lie that covers the liar. So you see, when they say you have to crack the nut, see, like they give you subliminal messages, which is messages that's in plain sight, but hidden, you have to use the mind to discern it, to decipher it, to break it down. See, that's why freedom now for a slave is a lesson. See, you gotta you understand what I'm saying? It's a lesson on how to stay free, because nobody ever taught you. See, they taught you how to be a slave. See, they teach you how to be a prisoner, and they do it biblically, religiously, spiritually. That's why you're no longer human. See, you come out with a title. See, now you're a minister, or you're a Muslim, or you're a Christian. See, when you come out of prison, but see, that's what people don't understand. See what I'm saying? They don't have the time to see your growth, so they cause you pain, and it makes you question who you was. See what I'm talking about? Because now you questioning who you are. So if you came from prison or you came from school a better individual, why would you let people who haven't been where you came from turn you back into who they are? Because you should see clearly now what Allah showed you if you were Muslim once you come back to that chaos. Because now everything in the Bible or in the Quran should line up with everything you believe now. You should see why the community is in the shape it's in. Because you done cleansed yourself internally. So now you can see outside of yourself what you used to be. So why go back to what you can see? You got to think about it, right? You got to use your mind's eye so your eye don't trick you. See, the pain is the growth. That's why it's joy in pain. You just got to find the sweet spot. You see what I'm saying? And that's when it's a sad story that's being told by the victor. See what I'm saying? See, most times a sad story has a sad ending because the person, the victim, don't tell the story like Jesus, right? Jesus' story ended on the cross. Now, I'm saying Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee. Now, Jesus Christ came from it, the story. See what I'm saying? And that's what inspires the Christian after they lose themselves on the cross. See, when you go to prison, right, you done got crossed. Even though you was wrong, or you could be like me, where the person who was inside the cover got cracked, and now they still powerful because the people inside the shell, That's the lie. See, the lie is like a dome. So understand, if the nut is in the dome of the shell, you crack it, the people who in the shell don't know the sunlight. So see, that's when you will be like Saul. When you crack that dome and the light come in, you never seen light before. So it'll be like the Noah effect, right? A mental light blowing your mind, now it's bright. See, think about it. If your mind once dark and light in it got cracked, you in a shell, man, a sister and brother. And your children are in that shell with you. See what I'm saying? So whatever you believe, you make the people in that shell believe it. But what happened when you realize you a bunch of different shells? You see? And they all get cracked at one time. See, you in court and all them shells getting cracked. See? And that's why you shouldn't choose sides once light hit. See, because I used to be in the Navy, right? And I was engineering. So man, like we would be out to sea for like 14 days, right? And I might see the sun, or people like me who work where I work at, we might see the sun twice. You got to go up there because you be working. See what I'm saying? So you working and your watch is doing the day. When you get off, it's night. So even if you go up and play basketball, it's dark. See? So you might get, oh, you know, like you like, man, I ain't seen the sun in 7 days. So you go up to the observation tower and see the planes come on. But when you get up there, your eyes gotta adjust. But you ain't seen the sun. And you be like, God. And then your eyes adjust and you can see. So that's what I'm saying. I can only imagine that's how you all feeling. Cause this look like a movie, but that's what I'm saying. Life is a movie. It's just that when you get a chance to direct your life, you can't be afraid to be the director. Because if somebody's trying to direct you against who you are, then you have to keep your bearings. See, that's what I learned when I was in the military. See, that's what I tell my daughter. I had to learn how to fight. See, I knew how to survive a fight because I have survived fights. But I lost the war when I was in school, see, because I got kicked out for my actions. And my action was a reaction. So I had to learn from that, especially when you trying to be, well, when someone's trying to mentally cross you. See, that was a physical thing where I'm like, well, you think I'm scared of you. See, that's why I'm telling you at 54, I have to look back at my 18-year-old reaction and say, you got to do a better job as a man than you did when you was a boy. See, I'm saying, I'm not looking at nobody else's life. See, I'm saying what happened when your life come full circle. See, my life has come full circle. And this time, I'm fixing what I broke. See, because my story, see, is being told through cracked shells. And I had cracked my shell when I was 18. See, that's why my children lived in the world, not in church. See, I raised my children to function in life. That's why they had to get their education. So I understand what my daughter was talking about now. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I hear, because I'm remembering and I'm speaking it out loud. See, people saying like, because if I keep it inside, then how would it be heard? You feel me? So I want my daughter to understand. I understand. I just understood what you said because it hurt me But I had to, see, that's what I'm saying. And pain is growth. See, like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, I remember, and I'm like, man, she said this, and I'd be hurt. Like, then I'd be like, oh, no, she's saying the beginning, not the end. But I'm saying, okay, you right, me. But when did I treat y'all any different? At the beginning, it was the same. See, if he would have conformed like you did, then he would have got what you got. But I had to be a father either way. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, hey, for you to see the blueprint, you got to see you got to see how it cut both ways. So when you raising your child, don't love one way, because you're going to create one side. So you got to love to leave. See, that's what, and I read the Bible about, you got to leave your father and mother and cling to your spouse. See, because whatever raising that I should have done it when it was my time to raise you. See, but now the devil done cut us being together, but we still connected. See, because now you should be learning. See, that, oh, this was that, see, not, oh, see, he went and learned. See, but I just told you the way I got it from your grandmama. See, I saw her do it. So if I saw my mama work her way out of something, right, then why wouldn't I work my way out the same way I saw my mama do it? See, but should I feel like less than a man because I'm following a plan that my mama says? Well, you, all right, you understand? Okay. But I saw it work, and I saw a woman do it, and I'm smart enough to do it. So this young dude say, you ain't sell dope because you was scared to sell dope. And I'm saying, young brother, I was one of the first young dudes around here selling dope. See, I mean, one of the first. It was older cats and me and my cousin. And so that's what I'm saying. See, you don't know the beginning. But my mother ran me off the streets by trying to get drugs from me. But then she quit. See, that's what I didn't know. See, like, that's what I'm saying, man. My life was so painful that I was able to block out certain things in my life. Like, but I remember, but I don't dwell. Because my daddy said, don't dwell, because there ain't nothing you can do. So once you do something, all you can do is regret doing it. And so I don't like to feel regret. That's why I always do things that'll hurt me before I hurt you. Because I know how to deal with it, because I grow from it. But if I don't teach my children how to grow, then I do them a disservice. So it looked like I'm tough, but life is tougher, because life don't love you. I do. So see, that's what I'm telling y'all. Like, talk to my kids and they'll tell you he love you, but when he teaching you, it's life or death. Because ignorance causes mourning, knowledge causes pain, that creates growth, that allows the opportunity for joy. See, so when you say Moses couldn't enter into the promised land, I'm saying because you stole his promise, just like you stealing mine. See, the masses now is talking about what they is due. But I'm saying, well, if you committed a crime, then everything you have is stolen from me. Because ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, nothing should have been sold or bought without me first saying I wanted it, because the state of Florida denied me of my constitutional rights to bid on it. So see, this is what I'm telling the mind of an enslaved person. When your ancestors was being auctioned off, you wasn't allowed to bid on yourself. And now you, as a black man and a black woman and a black child, has denied me the opportunity to bid on myself. So who is the slave master now? Because I'm in court with who I thought was the slave master. But now my friends and family, see, they don't understand the plan, so they don't invest in it. So who is the slave master for me? Because I asked to be emancipated and somebody helping me. So who helping me stop being successful like my daddy helped my mother? See, I saw you before. It was just my father doing it to my mother. Now it's this generation doing it to my family. And I'm saying, well, that's not domestic violence. That's not repeat violence. Because I done been in a domestic violence event in my household. So I know what domestic violence is. I'm a victim.